Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the question, is Makeup Geek Academy operating as a multi-level marketing company? On this channel, I cover multi-level marketing companies, a lot of anti-MLM content. I've also started to venture into the anti-scam commentary. I have 1 or 2 videos up now and created a playlist for this. And this is one of those videos that could typically also go into that category because we're talking about the makeup brand Makeup Geek and its CEO and founder Marlena Stell, who shortly announced that she's going to open up Makeup Geek 2.0, the Makeup Geek Academy. The Makeup Geek Academy is supposed to be a platform where people can book classes, rather pricey classes in my opinion, and they can learn how to do makeup via different kind of courses, different tiers, and there's also an affiliate program connected to this Makeup Academy that has caused quite the stir on social media in the past week or two. And this is my take on this. So if you like these types of videos, then please keep watching. We're going to dive right into the question, the Makeup Geek Academy is operating as a multi-level marketing company. Marlena Stell is the founder and the CEO of the makeup company Makeup Geek. The company is either now shut down or they're selling out the rest of the products that are available. She very publicly announced that because of COVID, among others, the Makeup Geek brand is not performing that well anymore and she has to shut it down. But some of the products are still available. Marlena Stell was one of the first beauty gurus on YouTube. She was one of the first people to upload tutorials where she spoke about makeup, her love for makeup, where she was doing specific looks. And then she was able to build quite a career for her. She has about 1.5 million followers on YouTube to this very day, which is not a bad thing at all. And she was able to build an actual career off of that following. She founded the brand Makeup Geek. She sold products that were widely liked and loved. She sold products that were less pricey than known brands, but allegedly had about the same quality. The single eyeshadows, for example, they were often praised as a dupe for the way pricier MAC eyeshadows, her highlighters, her bronzers. She was really one of the very successful YouTubers who were able to open up her own brand. And she was also one of the first people to include an affiliate program for other influencers that had a following, they got a link, they were able to share the products and therefore make some money off of the products that were sold. Marlena was also very outspoken about being somebody who supports other women. As a woman herself who wasn't taken seriously, she said that she was very interested in helping other women, Jaclyn Hill among others, and she was always very outspoken about wanting to raise women up, wanting to help women to build their own careers in the beauty industry. Marlena was also very outspoken about how difficult it was for her to find labs, to produce makeup, to open up her own brand as somebody who had no connection in the industry, and she wanted to be helpful to other women as well. And one of those helpful platforms, you could call them, is supposed to be the Makeup Geek Academy. Marlena was also one of the people who were very outspoken, who publicly called out influencers on expecting unrealistic payment for an ad read on their platform, or at least that she, as the CEO of Makeup Geek, she wasn't able to pay the prices that those top-tier people demanded. And she was also one of the people who called out Jaclyn Hill's BS whenever she came out with a video where a certain makeup launch, either from her own brand or in collaboration with Morphe, didn't work out. She was very outspoken about giving insights into the beauty and into the makeup industry, how the processes behind the scenes work, and why certain things that influencers might tell you, they were just downright false. Not everybody loved her for that, but I would say that most people really appreciated that feedback, and also the fact that she did call out people she said she cared about, she liked, but she couldn't be quiet anymore, especially if we're talking about Jaclyn Hill and about the lies that she spread when it comes to the launches of her own products. I mentioned it before, Marlena was also one of the first people to offer an affiliate program for influencers who helped her sell Makeup Geek products. Among those also Jaclyn Hill or Kathleen Lights or Manny MUA. They promoted the stuff on their platform. They were able to get a small commission off of the products they sold, but because of the huge platform they had, they were able to make a good amount of money from shilling and selling Makeup Geek products, or at least promoting those on their social media. That's also the reason why there was a lot of uproar when she came out with the announcement that she was going to launch the Makeup Geek Academy with an affiliate program that sounded more like a multi-level marketing company than an actual affiliate program. And a lot of people were really angry and were really sad about that, coming from somebody who was one of the first people on social media to offer an affiliate program, an actual affiliate program, and not a multi-level marketing company. With the Makeup Geek Academy, Marlena announced that she wanted to help people master the art of beauty. That's why she welcomes us to the Makeup Geek Academy. She wanted to help people feel empowered by offering them classes, how to do makeup and how to advance their makeup skills. And the classes that she offered, they ranged from a couple of hundreds to a couple of $1,000. The master classes that she offers on the site are the Touch-Up Masterclass with $299. This is the least pricey one. Then we have one that is called the Glow Up Masterclass with 3 payments of $349. This is a class over $1,000, which is quite a steep price point. Then she also offers the Total Transformation Masterclass with 3 payments of $599, total of $1,797. And then the priciest class that also caused most of the stir because of the name as well, I would say, is the Certification Masterclass with 3 payments of $1,199. So you pay way over $3,000 for a makeup masterclass. A lot of the wording on the Makeup Geek website was also rather sketchy and raised a lot of red flags. If you're familiar with anti-MLM content, it was very vague, it was very inspiring, it was very pricey, but overall didn't say a lot, which in my opinion is typical for multi-level marketing companies. And a lot of additional red flags were raised when she uploaded a video about Makeup Geek, a new era, where she explained what the Makeup Geek Academy is going to be like. I'm going to show you some of the highlights of this video, why people were surprised and why red flags were raised. But the full video will be linked down below if you want to take a look. I would encourage you to do that just to get the full picture. But these are the highlights of what Marlena announced at the Makeup Geek Academy launch video.
All right, Makeup Geeks, we are going to shift the industry once again. I've done it years ago before, and you know I'm going to do it again for Makeup Geek 2.0. For those of you who wonder what I've been working on in the last year, Makeup Geek 2.0 is going to start as a Makeup Geek Academy. There is product coming as well. I will talk about that in a second, but I've been working for the last year with the most incredible team, you all, who have worked with the biggest coaching and educational platforms out there, including Tony Robbins. They have been the executive directors with Tony Robbins for almost 20 years and have built out entire programs and multiple divisions for him, as well as many other massive figures in the coaching and educational space. You guys, I am not playing around this time. If you guys are really wanting to up-level your makeup skills, you want to have an amazing community that is going to be filled with tons of bonus content, experiences, giveaways, contests, like so much stuff packed into that alone, as well as an opportunity to meet with me one-on-one to really try to help you figure out what techniques are going to work specifically for you. This is not just aimed at only makeup artists, you guys. This is for anyone out there who feels like they've watched so many tutorials and they still are struggling with anything that has to do with your face. I'm going to show you professional techniques that are specifically worked for you. For those of you who are new to me and may not know my background, I had actually started many years ago being a freelance makeup artist. I also went to Paris to take makeup training classes. On top of that, I built a multi-million-dollar company from the ground up in less than 5 years with no investors, no loans, no partners, no anything. It was completely from the ground up. My vision with this whole academy, you guys, is not just to put up content. This is not tutorial based. This is actual professional techniques. But on top of that, there is this intense community, you guys. I really want everyone to feel like they are part of something amazing. There's no drama or BS or pushing products or anything like that. Yeah, you guys, it is all about having makeup be fun. We'll have special trips planned, experiences, meetups. Like, you guys, there is so much going to be happening just in the community aspect alone. I really want this to be a way to combine everyone that's a makeup geek together, multiple amazing brands that I personally believe in. Many of them are women-owned independent brands. I really want this to be a collaborative community space where we have fun with makeup. That is my dream and my passion, you guys. Like, just thinking about it, I get so freaking excited. These are happy tears. I promise these are happy tears. So the program consists of multiple levels. No matter where you are at in your skill set, we will meet you where you are and we will up-level your game. So we divide it up into 4 categories. There is our foundational program called the Touch-Up. This is where we have all of the beginner classes that are foundational to anything you do in makeup. The second program we have is the Glow Up. This is our intermediate level. If you really want to advance and go above beyond the basic. The third level class we have is the Total Transformation, and this is an advanced class. Then the last program we had is called the Certification. This is for anyone out there who really wants to go beyond advanced techniques and wants to consider doing a business of any kind in the makeup space, or maybe even out of the makeup space. A lot of the things I'm going to teach in this business course can apply to multiple different industries. That's where my heart and my passion is joining people together and just really inspiring you all, lifting you up. I want everyone to feel not only confident in their makeup skills, but confident in themselves, in business, in life. I know that sounds very woo-woo, but in my soul, you guys, like, I know it. I know that people can do like amazing things. I just want you guys to feel supported. I am here to provide as much value as I possibly can because I know what it's like to struggle with confidence, to struggle with starting a business. I really want to pass that knowledge on to you guys here. So I don't know, I'm getting emotional on that step. I have such a huge vision, you guys, and I'm telling you, this team I'm working with has worked with multi-billionaires, you guys, like executive team for Tony Robbins and so many other insanely talented people out there in the world that are doing some great things and building some amazing businesses. Buckle up, you guys. Makeup 2.0 is here. So thank you for your support. I'm so grateful for every one of you guys, and thank you for giving me a job of my dreams. Like, I know I keep crying. These are happy tears, I promise, but click the link below if you guys want to find out more, and I will see you guys all in the Makeup Geek Academy.
These are some of the red flags, among others, the mentioning of Tony Robbins, who is very closely connected to multi-level marketing. He's a self-help guru bullshitter, in my opinion, and he was able to make a good amount of money off of people while teaching them and promising them that they can take destiny into their own hands and they can become super successful as well. Tony Robbins is closely connected to multi-level marketing companies. A lot of self-help gurus, they do speak at those events, and that raised a lot of red flags. In those highlights, Marlena also spoke about the multiple levels within the Makeup Geek Academy. In this case, she wasn't talking about payment, but she was talking about the different levels of classes that you could purchase. The one I walked you through in the beginning, the rather pricey classes. The name of one of the master classes, the Certification, also raised red flags, but the biggest red flags were raised because of the affiliate program that was on the website. It was not really promoted by her in this video, and according to her, as she announced in a later video in a live, this was also never supposed to be live and to go live. This was supposed to be a dummy page that was designed by the software people doing this. This is something that the public should have never seen, and she never designed the Makeup Geek Academy in such a way, yet the affiliate information was out there for the public. This is what it said on the Makeup Geek website, on a link that was never supposed to be connected or linked to the Makeup Geek Academy. This is the page that caused a lot of confusion among people. You earn 10% per sale. Our products range from $75 up to $3,000, so you have the chance to make some huge commissions by promoting our offers. There's nothing wrong with an affiliate program if you have a substantial following and you promote this program, then you get 10% of the classes or the products that you sell. At the moment, the products that are available are the classes. Marlena also announced that she might launch some other products or something else in addition to that at the Makeup Geek website. But you could make a not unsubstantial amount of money from promoting a $3,000 masterclass. And if you get 10%, that is not too shabby. The wording is a little bit concerning with the huge commissions. If you promote their offers, that is, in my opinion, not the greatest wording, but it is also something that is connected to multi-level marketing companies, where a lot of the distributors and the companies also tend to inflate the opportunity on how you can make a lot of money by making huge commission or huge bonus payments. You benefit from our short sales cycles. We manage all customer service issues. That also sounds familiar with the MLM bullshittery. If you run your own business, you're the CEO of your own company. You're not, because if you do not handle customer service issues, or you don't hire a company to do so, you're not really running your own company. We have an incredibly low refund rate. That point was also strange because the academy wasn't even live yet, but there is a low refund rate. Whatever that is connected to, maybe to the sales of the Makeup Geek makeup products, maybe there is really a very, very low refund or return rate, which is great, but that doesn't mean that this Makeup Geek Academy will be just as prominent and will be just as good as the products were perceived in the past. And then the paragraph that really stirred the pot was the next one. You can have your very own army of affiliates working around the clock to bring you passive income. All you have to do is bring in other affiliates to our program and you'll earn 3% on their sales, even from our high-ticket products. Verbiage-wise, that is a really, really bad choice. Your army of affiliates who are working around the clock for you to bring you passive income. All of the red flags. First of all, an army of affiliates is a really, really bad wording, and they have to work around the clock so that you can money is very much typical multi-level marketing language so that you can receive passive income. First of all, it is not passive income. If you have to promote this to other people, you have to put in the work. You have to try to attract people. You might very likely have to post this on social media or to talk to people in person. So it is not passive income. And this incentive of you recruiting a lot of affiliates working around the clock to bring you money really did rub people the wrong way. And it does sounds very much like MLM language to me as well. I don't like it at all. All you have to do is bring in other affiliates and you'll earn 3% on their sales, which in this case makes it multiple levels of income. So you yourself sell a product and you get 10% to the person you sell it to. But if you have other affiliates you bring into the program, you're at the top, the person is below you, and that person sells something, you also get 3% off of that person's sales. And in this case, we're also talking in this paragraph about other affiliates. So you could potentially get as many affiliates into your downline. That's really what it sounds like. And when those people make a sale, then you can also earn an additional 3% of their sales. And that was the main reason why a lot of people were flabbergasted and thought, oh my God, is Makeup Geek working and is Makeup Geek operating now as a multi-level marketing company? Because there are not just multiple levels of classes that she offers according to her announcement videos, but also multiple levels of payment with your army of affiliates. Under the original video I showed you the highlights of, she pinned a comment where she said that she would address concerns because there seemed to be some confusion on social media and she would address those in an upcoming video. Makeup Geek Academy is not an MLM and will never be an MLM. For influencers that want to promote our academy, we have an incentive in place for them as well as anyone they connect us with. This is a referral program we have in place for influencers and brands that want to promote our school. This is the exact same format we have had for many years with Makeup Geek. If any content creator has talked about Makeup Geek and has helped grow that business, they deserve to have commission if they had made sales. That's the least we can do to thank them for being part of the brand's growth. In addition to commissions being made, I plan on providing valuable knowledge to any affiliates that will help them grow their own personal brands and social media following with things I've learned in my 15 plus years experience as a content creator myself and as a brand owner. My goal is to support all of our affiliates in whatever capacity that they need to help them be successful for themselves and their personal goals. I will do a video soon walking through the program in person with you all to see the community, the affiliate program, and the academy itself, so it makes sense. I apologize if any wording on our side came across as an MLM. That is not the strategy or business model we are following. That is a very clear statement, and she also uploaded live not too long after, a couple of days afterwards, where she spoke about those concerns. The entire video will be linked down below. I will go through the highlights where Marlena addresses in the video that Makeup Geek Academy is not going to operate as a multi-level marketing company.
I owe you guys a massive apology. In no way ever was I designing to have an MLM set up for the brand, but I do understand how that has come across and how we have represented ourselves in that way, and that is not my goal at all. It never has been. So I owe you guys an apology for that. in the past 15 years of me having Makeup Geek as a brand and me being on YouTube, I've never once had a brand that was an MLM, that's a tongue twister format. I've never talked about brands on my channel in any YouTube video that I've done. I've never aligned myself with that model. So I would never continue that in the future. However, I know that this has been very coming across as an MLM model, and that is not what I align myself with at all. I find them predatory, and I'm not just saying this to make everyone happy. I genuinely have never done that in the past. And so to do that now would not align with how I presented myself in the last several years. However, I know that there was a page that got out there that had MLM copy. It was makeupgeekacademy.com/affiliates. So when we designed the website, it was all hosted on different URLs and it was live. And that was our first mistake. None of that should have been live. It should have been a draft. And so that would I have to take ownership of. It should have never been live about that. But that page we never had hosted on our site, makeupgeekacademy.com. So when you go through the site, that link to that page was never shown on our site. We never linked to it. We never had plans of that going live, but it did exist out there. I'm not sure how someone found it. I think you would have had to type that in URL, but regardless of all of that, that page should not have existed. The copy on that page, I never approved. I never wrote that. However, I have to take ownership as a brand owner for that being out there, because being a brand owner, the buck stops with me. So no matter what happens, I can't pass blame of any of that. All I can say is that should not have been out there. And that definitely is not wording that I approved, that I align with. So as soon as we realized that it got out there, we took it down. So we didn't take it down just because everyone was complaining about that and we were getting pushback on it. It was because we genuinely did not know that anyone had that page out there. We didn't even know that that was still physical because we didn't have it linked to from our site. The other issue with that is we had two affiliate pages. There was one that was .com/affiliate, .com/affiliate with an S. There was two pages we had, and we didn't know that that one with the S was the one that was getting all this traction everyone was finding. So as soon as I saw that, I asked the guys, I was like, where is this copy coming from? What happened here? And they were like, we haven't seen that at all. We're not finding this on this site. And I sent them a screenshot that was circulating around online. They saw it. They're like, that's that dummy page that we had when we originally had started the website. That was not anything that we even went through in the final renditions of the website. We went through and took the initial draft of the website that the designer had put together. It had all of this wording on there, and we went through page by page and adjusted it to make sure that was in line what the Academy actually was. That page we didn't do because we were not using that page.
She addresses the alleged affiliate MLM setup of Makeup Geek and said that this wording was never supposed to go live like this, but it was a dummy site. Dummy site with very, very bad wording. And I agree that it is really bad wording. She said it was never linked to the website. People were able to type it in, but it was not supposed to be accessible for other people because it was still a website that was under construction and was meant only as a dummy website.
Olivia, this is a valid question. So if the text was a mistake, why are you saying that you've eliminated the 3% fee? So it wasn't actually a mistake and you're just backtracking now. So the 3% fee, how we had it set up was it was a commission-based program. So we had a 10% just flat fee, and we had an additional bonus of a 3%. What they called it was a bonus fee. It was a one-time thing. It didn't go down multiple layers. And so that's where I was mistaken, was that I was thinking if this isn't an MLM because we weren't going down multiple layers. For example, if someone had referred someone and they got that extra 3% one-time fee for that, or not fee, bonus, but it stops there. It's not like that person under them then sells something and it keeps going up the ladder. That's not how it was set up at all. However, us even having that secondary reversion thing, even though my intention was not in any way to be some sort of MLM process, I realized that that's how that is even though it wasn't multiple layers, it was one, and that still is aligning with an MLM, and that's not what I wanted at all. So as soon as I was realizing that that was how that was coming across, I cut it right away because that's not a model that I want to follow. So yes, we did have a secondary reversion. It was not multiple levels, but we've already cut that. And what I did is just cut that secondary piece and increase the original commission for the influencer. So instead of 10%, now I told the team, let's do 15% just one time. Now, when influencers go to sign up, or content creators sign up for the Academy, they are not directed to that page at all. We had my affiliate manager would reach out to them directly and set themselves up in another portal.
The 3% commission you could make off of the army of your affiliates is something that she has taken out, but has raised the possible commission you can make from an actual affiliate program to 15%. So you don't have those different levels, and then you don't have those different tiers as well, which I think is a good move, because that way there can be no confusion whether it is a multi-level marketing setup or an actual affiliate program.
MLM concerns, as she's working with a team known for creating sites with predatory MLMs and all of that. So I know that's where the issue is coming up. When I did the announcement video, I'd mentioned Tony Robbins' name, and that I should not have done. My mindset is the team I'm working with has built on the back-end platforms. I wanted to mention his name, not that I'm following his business model in any way. I don't align with any sort of MLMs, pyramid schemes. The only reason I brought his name up, so you guys knew on the back end, like the level of the platform, the website, and all of that was from a team that has worked with a level of someone of that magnitude. So you knew it wasn't just me slapping up classes, trying to charge you guys money from it. It was an actual team working really hard to create a custom program, a custom community that was specific to the Makeup Geek Academy. That part had nothing to do with Tony Robbins. It was not following his model at all. But I do understand how that's coming across because the Tony Robbins Association and all of that, but it's not following his business model. It was just a team that has built on the back end some platforms and websites and programs that have gone to the magnitude of someone at that level.
So she also addresses the connection to Tony Robbins, which I myself also find concerning. I do understand that you will reach out to people in the industry who have proven that they were able to build the digital infrastructure from somebody where you might not necessarily align on what they promote. The people at the back end did a good job. Nonetheless, all of this, of course, looks rather sketchy. And also from her announcing this in the original video without really explaining that she was not going to follow Tony Robbins' business model, but that she was working together with people who were able to build the digital back end to the classes and to the platform that she wants to promote. Once again, I do believe that that is because of really ill wording and a lack of explanation. I do not think that for the broader public, it would have been interesting for people to know that she's working together with people who worked with Tony Robbins. Create a website, create a platform that functions well, and that's it. I don't think that anybody needed to have known the information about Tony Robbins.
So Chelsea says, can the certification lead to licensing in cosmetology? No, it cannot. So licensing in makeup artistry is where this gets really tricky because there is no actual makeup license. This was actually something before I started Makeup Geek as a brand that I was going to start with. I haven't told you guys this before. When I started Makeup Geek back in 2010, actually before that I started doing research. My original plan was not actually to start a cosmetic line. I was originally going to open a makeup school. That was my dream. And I spent a couple years really researching it and trying to find how to have a legitimate hands-on accredited school. And there was no way to get accredited. It became this huge thing that was beyond anything I thought that I could achieve. So then I ended up just focusing on teaching on YouTube for free, offering classes and starting there. But my passion and goal has always been to have an academy at some point. Do I want this academy to become accredited? Absolutely yes. I'm already looking into what it needs to take on my end to make that happen. So at some point, am I hoping this is an accredited program? Yes. However, licensed, the only way to become a licensed makeup artist is to go to cosmetology school. Most states, if they're going to have you do makeup in a public setting, they want you to have a license, and that's cosmetology, which, as you guys know, that focuses all on hair. I looked into this. I almost went to cosmetology school myself and literally had signed up for a course years ago before I started Makeup Geek. And then I got into it and I was like, this is all hair. It covers 2 days, 2 days of makeup. So why am I taking this if my focus is in makeup? So it is kind of a complicated topic, but do I want this to be accredited as soon as I can make that happen? Absolutely. Is it now? No, it is not. The certification that I give you guys is a certification of completion, and we do not give that to anyone unless it's shown that they've actually gone through the program and have watched all of the content. They've had the one-on-one session with me. They've had their 75-minute small group session. They've gone through all of this stuff, all of the training, all of the one-on-ones. We've really gotten a grasp of all of the knowledge that I'm trying to teach, and then you get a certificate of completion.
It is also good that she's speaking clearly here about the licensing and the certification, that this is the name of one of the classes, the priciest classes, designed for people who want to build an actual business. I think there's a lot of information that is missing, that the certification master class is currently not a licensing class if you want to become a makeup artist.
Someone asked, can you shift it to a membership model and be a part of the community? Absolutely, yes. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys can give me a couple weeks time to regroup with my team, I really do want to make some adjustments to make you all happy. At the end of the day, I really want you guys to be excited about this. I want you to be a part like this. I'm not just trying to smoke up anyone's behind. I really am excited about this. It makes my soul happy. And I know if you guys are in that community, I really want it to be fun. This is not that page with all that bullshit MLM language on there. This was a totally separate page that was personally sent in emails to all of the people we had reached out to, of affiliates that I've worked with in the past, to people I know personally. If they were interested in being part of this program, this was sent to them for them to fill out. A link was sent to them. It was not makeupgeekacademy.com affiliate or /affiliates, which was the bullshit one with all of that copy. That was not either one of those. And I want to clarify again to you guys, neither one of those two pages was linked to from the Makeup Geek site. Even now, you guys check it out, please.
go to the Makeup Geek Academy site, go through every single page. Nowhere on there have we linked to that affiliate page. Have we talked about it? Have we shared it? It literally was initial dummy pages that we started in like months ago with the initial round of building out a website. And so that's why we weren't even thinking of that page, because we didn't have it linked anywhere that we were like, when we launched the Academy, like, hey, my Academy's here. That page was not finding, like, you couldn't find it on the site. You would actually have to go into the URL and type it to get there. So again, as soon as my team saw that, they were like, sorry to curse, having oh shit moment, like what, how did this get found? This is not our site, this is not a page. We, that we was a final thing that we were trying to even get out there. That's not even the right page. It's /affiliate, not affiliates. We took it down right away because that was a massive mistake. So this right here that you guys see, that is the sign up page for the affiliate program. And that gets sent from my director of the affiliate program. So we make sure there is a personal connection with a human being at my company that is directly interacting with any affiliate to make sure, are they taken care of? Can I get you help with anything? Did you get signed in? Here's your specific link, your commission link. That's it. So that's how the process has been. And I'm so embarrassed by how this thing has come up with the initial week of the launch. And I can't do anything but say, I'm so sorry. This is not how I meant for this thing to roll out. That's not a business model I align with. I never have in the past. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. And I hope you guys can let me, by my actions, prove to you guys that, I will continue, even as I have for the last 15 years of not aligning myself with any of that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So
there will be adjustments over the course of the next weeks and months, very likely. I'm sure that people will keep a close eye out for this Makeup Geek Academy launch to see if there's anything fishy happening. I would personally say, if you're interested in this program and if you're interested in building a career in the makeup industry, I would assume that Marlena is probably a very good person to give advice because she knows both sides of the business. She has gone through the ups and downs of this business. She's good at makeup. She was able to build a social media platform for herself. She was able to build a successful brand, but she also experienced the downfall of this brand. If you are still successful at what you're doing, I think you're a good testimonial if you want to sell something. But because she had experience with the downfall of Makeup Geek and also the mistakes she made along the way, I think that she can give a lot of valid information. And in the end, I would argue it is up to you if you believe those prices are worth it. To me, they wouldn't be, because number one, I'm not trying to build a makeup business or business of that sort on social media, but also because if you take time out of your day and you collect this individual information, whether it is about the business side or about the makeup side, then you can do this on your own, but you have to collect all of the information. If you would like for this information to be accumulated and you want to support Marlena because you like her, then this might be a program that is worth it for you. It's a steep price point, and I hope that she does adjustments there as well. But in the end, it is up to you to personally decide if you want to do this. The affiliate program looks like a normal affiliate program now. I do think it was a huge wake-up call for her. And I do not doubt, because I personally have a good impression from her, from what I can see on social media, I don't think that she ever intended to have this program run as anything else but an affiliate program, but then got caught up in these multiple levels. What I do not know, and that is something that I would advise everybody who's interested in the Makeup Geek Academy to keep an eye out for red flags also in the future. Number one, is the pricing something that is worth it for you? Is it worth it for you to be taught by Marlena? Is it worth for you to get the makeup tips and to get business tips that you yourself could look up for a lot less yourself on social media? And is this program something that would actually benefit you? I would also keep an eye out for this affiliate program if this is interesting for actual influencers to promote. Is this connected to a buy-in? Do you have to purchase the program? Or are you going to be accepted into the affiliate program, although you yourself do not purchase the program? That is also typical for multi-level marketing companies. You always need to buy your way into the company. That is something I don't know. That is something I didn't see on the website, and that is also not something that I heard being addressed in either of the videos, but just keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in this, you might just need to wait for potential adjustments to see if the red flags are still there, if the verbiage is still there, if there's a buy-in incentive, all of the things I mentioned before. Besides whether you like Marlena, whether you don't like her, whether you were a fan of Makeup Geek or her content or not, what I have to say is that she messed up in this announcement before. The wording and also people having access to a website that they should have never had access to. That was a big mess up, but I do like the way she carried herself. I think this is for sure a master class in how to own up that you made a mistake, how to be kind and be polite, how you can address the actual topics while still promoting this platform. I think she was a smart businesswoman, and she is a smart businesswoman. And she really did that in a great and professional way, in a way that I personally wish other people who mess up on social media would react. And keep an eye out for the nitty-gritty, for the red flags. I have a lot of videos on this channel speaking about multi-level marketing companies, also an older one where I speak about multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes in the Scam Dictionary series on this channel. So if you're interested, you can also go ahead and check these out so that you can avoid potential red flags for the Makeup Geek Academy. I personally think it was a slip up on her end, and it wasn't designed to be a multi-level marketing company. I like how she owns up to this. She for sure is somebody who has presented herself as somebody in the past who is going to help people and who wants to empower other people, specifically women, but she's also not shy to call other women out on their BS, in this case, specifically Jaclyn Hill. And she's also not stepping away, and she's also not shying away if somebody like James Charles is throwing a hissy fit. I do like that about her, and I really appreciate it. And I do also appreciate that she's able to own up to her own wrongdoings the way she expects it from others when she calls them out publicly. I would like to hear your thoughts on this. Is this something, if you ever were interested in those master classes, is this something that would still raise a lot of red flags for you? Are you more confident and more comfortable now? If you are interested in this, that you would like to purchase these classes, I would be really interested to know. In the end, we can just wait and see what happens in the future. Take a look and watch out for the red flags that I mentioned. So that was a little bit of a surprise video for me. I didn't plan to film this. I might once again be a little bit late to the game. I have seen people like Jen Loves Review, for example, also post about this before. She's connected to Marlena Stell, but also reported on this. But I do these videos to the best of my timing abilities, filming on the weekends, and hopefully this is still interesting. If you like these types of videos, then I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I am that close to hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It would be amazing if this could already happen in December. Didn't expect that. We're so close to 1,000, which is, to me, a ginormous number just thinking about this. Thank you for all of your support, for engaging in the comment section, for giving me feedback, for giving me ideas for upcoming videos. I really, really appreciate it. And if you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing. If you like this specific one, then please give it a thumbs up. If you have something to comment, then please do so in the comment section down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!